Prep.1, New Hello, Unit 8, Lesson 1. The amazing world around us. Before we start our lesson, can anybody tell me about the 7 wonders or one of the 7 wonders of the world? Yes? Yeah, the pyramid. The Egyptian pyramid, which located in Giza, okay? Yes, it's located at Giza and it's in Egypt. Okay, what else? Yes, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon in Iraq. Okay, what else? Anything else? Do you remember? The Lighthouse of Alexandria, and it was the tallest of all. Okay, let's go to our lesson now. Find these things in the photos. Okay. Bridge, city, pyramid, tower, tunnel. Okay. Now, where is the bridge? Yes, it's here. I know it's not clear. It's going to be clear in your books. Okay, so you can open your book with me while explaining. So, number 3, it's here, the bridge. What bridge is this? Okay, yeah, it's Tahya Misr Bridge. Does it look like any other bridge? No, it's a suspended, okay, suspended bridge. It's hanging up, okay? Okay, what about city? Where can we find city here? Yes? Yes, of course, it's number 2. It is a city. How do you know it's a city? It's full of buildings, okay? That means full of population. Many people are living here. And there is something here in the middle. Can you see it? A very high one. Yes, it's Shanghai Tower. Shanghai Tower. It's in China. Okay, what about pyramid? Do we have any pyramids here? Of course, yes. Number 1 here, it's a pyramid. But it's not our pyramids, okay? It's a pyramid of El Castillo. El Castillo, okay? It's in Mexico. Okay, what about tunnel? Tunnel. What's a tunnel? Yes, it's an underground, okay? That maybe trains or cars, buses walk across it, okay? Here we have the tunnel, number 5, okay? And it is Gotthard Tunnel. Gotthard Tunnel, which is in Switzerland. Switzerland. Okay? Okay, where is the pyramid called El Castillo and how old is it? Now we know about the place, okay? It's in Mexico, but we don't know yet about how old. When we listen to the listening lesson, we are going to know. Okay, how wide is the Tahya Misr bridge? We don't also know yet, okay? Let's go to the second page. Okay, lesson 1, speaking and listening. Now, speak to this passage and then you are going to match the measurements and the photos on page 12. Now, number A, the pyramid of El Castello in Chichen Itazí is 30 meters high. So let's go again. Here it is. This is the pyramid of El Castello, okay, in Chichen, okay, Chichen Itazí, or Itaza, is 30 meters high. So, what's my question will be? How high is the pyramid of El Castello? How high is the pyramid of El Castello? Okay. B, the Tahya Misr bridge is about 540 meters long. Okay. The Tahya Masr bridge is about 540 meters long. So the question would be, how long is the Tahya Masr bridge? Number C, more than 500,000 people live in Tokyo, Japan. More than 500,000 people live in Tokyo, Japan. Number D, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is just under 800 years old. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is just under 850 years old. Okay, so the question would be, how old is the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Number E, the Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland is 2,300 meters under the ground. Okay, the Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland is 2,300 meters under the ground. So the question would be, how long? Yes. How long is the Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland? Okay, so let's go and answer these. Okay. Match the measurements and the photos on page 12. So it's 146 meters high. Which is this? This is what? 1. What was 1? The pyramid of El Castello. Number B, it's about 25,000 meters long. What is it? It is number 3, Tahya Masr Bridge. More than 500,000 people live there. So it's the city. Okay, so it is number 2. It's just under 850 years old. It's just under 850 years old. So it's what? Yes, the Leaning Pisa Tower. Okay, and the last one, E, is it's 2.3 kilometers deep under the ground. So what it would be? Yes, it's the Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland. Listen and check your answers to exercise 1. It's okay, we have done it. Number 3, work in pairs. Make questions, ask and answer. Now, how long the Cairo-Alexandria Desert Road? Of course we know it. The Cairo-Alexandria Desert Road. Okay, so how long is it? So the answer would be, okay, and here we have 220 kilometers, and we have to write the adjective long because we ask with long. How deep, number 2, how deep is Lake Baikal, Russia? So, how deep is Lake Baikal in Russia? So you write here in Russia. It's 1,642 meters, what? Deep. Deep, okay? Number 3, how high the Arab, or is the Arab Abraj al-Bayt clock tower, Abraj al-Bayt clock tower in Saudi Arabia? How high is Abraj al-Bayt clock tower in Saudi Arabia? The answer would be, it's 601 meter high. It's 601 meter high. Number 4, how old the Luxor temple? How old is the Luxor? You have to put is, of course. Is the Luxor temple just under 3,500 years? So the answer would be it's just under 3,500 years old. You have to put old at the end. How many people live in Cairo? How many people live in Cairo? More than 20 million. So it's more than 20 million years. Okay, sorry, 20 million people. It's more than 20 million people. Okay, remember. So sometimes we write the numbers as numbers like this, as digits like this, and sometimes we say them, okay, in letters. So, for example, the first one, 435,000. 435,000. Okay? 37, and we have 6 zeros, so it's 37 million. Okay? 37 million 435,191. That's the number. When we do not want to give an exact number, okay, we don't know the numbers like this, we are not sure, we can also say more than, okay, either more than, or just under, or about, okay? So, 192 equals more than 190, okay? If it's 179, just under 180, okay? 2003, about 2000. Now listen and check your answers to exercise 3. Now we have done it. Writing. Work in pairs. Number 1, find examples of a bridge, tower, tunnel, or an important building in Egypt. Research information about it and write the answers to these questions. Okay, so you're going to find out on the internet, okay, about a bridge, a famous tower, a famous tunnel, okay, or an important building in Egypt, and you're going to talk about it. What are you going to talk about? Okay, where is it? So it's the location. Why was it built? What's the reason? What's the aim of building it? When did building start? In what year or in which year? When did it open and the year that opened in? How high or how long is it? The height, okay, and the long, okay. Any interesting facts, if it has any interesting facts, and you can go back to your teacher in class. Let's move to page 14. Okay. Vocabulary. Now, of course, our lesson here is full of lots of vocabulary, okay? So let's have a look at that, a quick look. We have the words amazing. We have the bank of a river, not the bank that we get money or save money in. Bridge, city, country, cross, kilometer, link, meter, pyramid, tower, tunnel. Okay? And of course we have how long, how high, how deep, how many, how old, or how wide. Okay. And then we use some words for numbers, as we said, about 100, just under, million, more than, 1,000. And our lesson here is about adjectives, of course, that are big, high, noisy, crowded, low, old, easy, modern, quite, empty, narrow, tall, far, and we say far from, near, near to, white, Okay. Okay, of course we have the measurements, and measurement here is a noun. Measure is a verb. Okay, we have facts, we have building. Okay, guys, so let's go back. Speaking. Work in pairs. Oh, I'm sorry, it's vocabulary here. Ask and answer the questions in pairs. Number 1, how many of these adjectives do you know? Check any new words in a dictionary. Okay, so of course we know crowded, full of people. Empty, that means plain, okay, or has no people, like the desert. Low, and the opposite is high. Modern, and the opposite is old, yes, or ancient. Narrow, the opposite is wide. Noisy, and the opposite is crowded. Old, the opposite is new, and it's not here, okay? Old and modern, old and new. Quiet, okay? Quiet and noisy. Tall, of course we have short, okay? So we know these adjectives quite well. If you go to the back or at the back of the book, you'll find your glossary or your dictionary. You can find more adjectives there. Now, number 2, which adjectives can you use to describe the photos? Which adjectives, okay? So, we can use them all, I think. Number 8, the pyramids of Giza. What about the pyramids of Giza? How can we explain them or describe them? Yes, the pyramids of Giza are in Egypt, okay, and then we are going to find about their heights, okay, their width. Number B, or let's go back to number A, the pyramids of Giza. What about them? Are they modern? Are they old? Are they what? Yes. So, the pyramids of Giza, yes, are the oldest of all. The pyramids of Giza are the oldest. What about B, the Red Pyramid? What about the Red Pyramid? The Red Pyramid is further away from the central of Egypt. Okay, it's away from the center of Egypt. But what about the great ones, the Great Pyramids? Okay, okay, they are what? 146 meters tall. Okay, so they are taller than the red one. They are taller than the Red Pyramid. Okay, so the Red Pyramid is 105 meters tall, and it's farther away or further away from the central of Cairo. What does this mean? Does it mean it's full of people? No, as you see. Okay, it is what? It is less crowded with visitors. Less crowded with visitors. Why? Okay, so because we said it's further away, so it's a long distance to visit. Okay, and it's also quieter than the Great Pyramids. Okay, so now let's compare two very tall buildings. Let's compare two very tall buildings, like what? The Shanghai Tower, okay, and Al-Hamra Tower. The Shanghai Tower, we said that is in China, okay. How tall is it, do you think? the Shanghai Tower is 632 meters tall. What about opening? When was it opened? The tower first opened in 2015. 2015. What about Al Hamra Tower? Where is it? It's in Kuwait. It's 412.6 meters tall. So how tall is it? It's 412, okay, 412.6 meters tall. And it was first opened in 2011. So the Shanghai Tower is taller than, and not only taller, by the way, it's taller and more modern than Al Hamra Tower in Kuwait. Finally, we are going to compare two capital cities. Okay, Bangkok, this is Bangkok, okay, became the capital of Thailand. Bangkok became the capital of Thailand about 600 years ago. So it's much older than Brasilia. It's much older than Brasilia, okay? So, Brasilia is a modern city. The Brazilians built it in 1960. More people live in Bangkok than in Brasilia. The population, that means the number of people, of Bangkok is more than 10 millions. 10 millions. The population of Brasilia is about 4.5 million. 4.5 million. So how did you do? Did you get the answers correct? Okay. So let's go back. Work in pairs and do the quiz. How much do you know? Do our quiz. Pyramids. Which pyramid is taller, the Great Pyramid of Giza or the Red Pyramid? Let's think. Yes, the Great Pyramids are, or the Great Pyramid is taller than the red one. Okay, number two. Which pyramid is further or farther from the center of Cairo? Which one is farther? Farther, that means far away. So it's the Red Pyramid, okay? Which one is more crowded with visitors? Yes, the Great Pyramids of Giza. Does that make it noisier or quieter? Of course, when it's crowded with people, it is noisier, of course. Number 4, buildings. Okay, so we are comparing buildings here and we are comparing pyramids here. Which building is taller, the Shanghai Tower in China or the Al Hamra Tower in Kuwait? Yes? Which is taller? Shanghai Tower is taller and more modern than Al Hamra Tower. Which one is more modern? It's the same answer, okay? So, Shanghai Tower is more modern than Al Hamra Tower. Capital cities, okay? The capitals of the cities. Now, compare Bangkok, Thailand with Brasilia, the capital of Brazil. Which city is older? Okay, compare them. So Bangkok became a capital of Thailand, as we said, about 600 years ago. So it's much older than Brasilia. What about Brasilia? Brasilia is a modern city. The Brazilians built it in 1960. Okay, so it's more modern than what? Bangkok. Okay. What about population, people? How many live here and how many live there? So more people live in Bangkok than in Brasilia. Okay, so the population of Bangkok is more than 10 million people. And the population of Brasilia is about 4.5 million people. Okay, number 7, which has a bigger population? We said. Can you guess how many people live in each one? We said this. I think the Great Pyramid of Giza is taller. So when we are answering, okay, when we are answering, so we say I think. Okay, I think. Okay, let's move to page 15. Okay. Listen and check your answers to exercise 2. Number 1, how many did you guess correctly? Okay, compare your answers with a partner. This should be done in class. Okay, language. Listen and complete the table with the missing examples. Of course, we know the comparative. We said before that comparative means that we are comparing between two things, okay? Two people, two places maybe, okay? Here it is. We use comparative, the adjectives, to compare two things, people, or places. Let's see. Here we have short adjectives. All these are adjectives, okay? But these are short. Till here, it's short. High, big, noisy, tall. They are of one syllable. High, big, noisy, tall. Okay? When we compare, use them in compare between two things, we say higher than. Okay, we put than. Bigger than. Noisier than. Here, realize that we have Y here, so we cross out the Y and put IER, noisier. Okay, what about tall? Yeah, taller. Okay, okay, now, what about long adjectives? What do we mean by long adjectives? Long adjectives that have that more than one syllable. Modern. Crowded. How many syllables here? 2. Okay. So I cannot say moderner or crowderer. No. So I say more modern, more crowded. Okay? Or less modern, less crowded. Okay? So here also I put more and I put less. Okay? Here we have irregular adjectives. Irregular means they don't follow the rules, okay? Like good, bad, and far. I cannot say gooder, or badder, or farer. But I say good, better, than. Worse than. So bad would be worse than. What about far? We have said it before. Yeah. Farther or further. Both are correct. And then we put than next to them. Further and both are correct. Okay? Okay. Anything else? Work in pairs. Make sentences with these words. Number 1. Mount Everest is high mountain Kilimanjaro. Mount Everest. Mount here is the mountain, okay? The famous mountain that we know, Mount Everest, is higher than Mount Kilimanjaro. What about the Nile River? And here we have another Nile, Amazon. So the Nile River is, yes, longer than the Amazon. Okay? Okay. Then, number 3, Cairo is crowded as Aswan. Here I have Cairo and I have Aswan. I'm comparing between two. So Cairo is more crowded than Aswan. Cairo is more crowded than Aswan. Okay, I don't know if you can see the pen, because there's no place for this, I don't know. So let's have the marker, I think. Yeah, I don't have the pen now. So the Nile River is longer than the Amazon. Okay. Cairo is crowded as one, so Cairo is more crowded than Aswan. Okay. The pyramids at Giza are easy for tourists to visit. The Red Pyramid. So I'm comparing the pyramids at Giza to the Red Pyramids. So the pyramids at Giza, malhum, are easier. Okay, so we cross the Y and put IER for tourists to visit than the Red Pyramid. Work in pairs and compare the following. I, my friend. Okay, I'm taller than my friend. Okay, cars and buses. Cars are faster than buses. Cars are faster than buses. Okay? What about the forest and the city street? A forest is more empty than the city street. A forest is more empty, okay, is more empty than the city street. The sea and the river. The sea is deeper than the river. Okay, research, work in pairs, research some facts about two similar places or buildings. Write another question for the quiz, then ask the class. Which bridge is longer, the 6th of October bridge or the Qasr al-Nil bridge? So now you go to your teacher and ask her and do it in class. Okay, let's go to page 16. Lesson 3, reading and listening. Okay, lesson 3, reading and listening. So, what can you see in the picture? Yeah? Yes, okay. And then? So, we can see Tahya Masr Bridge. Here it is. Tahya Masr Bridge. Okay. Now, where is it, do you think? Yes, it's in Egypt. It's in Egypt. Okay. Now, listen please, and then we are going to answer. So we are going, before listening, to describe the bridge using some adjectives. Okay? We are going to use some adjectives. Look at this photo, read quickly to decide how it is different from the other bridge. Now, let's go here. Okay, the world's widest suspension bridge. Suspension means here hanging up. Okay, it's a hanging up bridge. Opened in Cairo in May 2019. It is 67.36 meter wide and 540 meter long. More than 4,000 people helped to build it. They started building it in 2016. Yes, 2016. They finished it in 32 months. The bridge crosses the Nile's Warraq Island. The bridge crosses the Nile's Warraq Island. Okay? More than what people live on the island? More than 100 million people live on the island. Many people enjoy walking across the bridge. It has a glass floor, so you can see the river under your feet. The best time to cross the bridge is at sunset. Okay, so that means what, in the morning, the early morning? Of course not. This is in the evening, for a beautiful view of the city. Okay, now read about Tahya Masr Bridge and answer the questions. Okay. Now, how wide is it? It's 67.36 meters wide. How long is it? We said, how long? How long, guys? Mm-hmm. 540 meters long. So where is it? How long? 5? Can I say 5 and that's it? No, it's, or it is 540 meters long. Okay. How many people helped to build it? How many people do you think? Yes. How many people, guys, help in? Yes, it's, where is it? Yes, it's 4,000 people, okay, helped to build it. Now, number 4, how long did it take to build? How long did it take to build? Yes? 2 years? About 2 years. Okay? What do you think sunset means and why is it the best time to walk across the bridge? So sunset means what? In the evening, okay? And why is it the best time to walk across? Because, or to walk across the bridge? Because what? We said what? Yes? For a beautiful view of the city. Okay, so it's the best time because to cross the bridge is at sunset for a beautiful view of the city. Okay? It's the best time to walk, okay, across the bridge, okay, for a beautiful what? View of the city. That is the answer. Here it is. Now, speaking, discuss the questions in groups. Why is it important to be proud of your country's achievement? Why? Think, please. Why it's important to be proud of your country's achievement? Because what? Because it's a great work. It's a great work, okay? Done in short time. Helps everyone, okay? Transferring goods or moving from one place to another easily. Save time, okay? What number 2? What other Egyptian achievements are you proud of? Yes? What are they? What can I say about them? Yes? The Grand Egyptian Museum, one of them. Okay? One of the most beautiful and important achievement in Egypt. Okay? What can you do to help protect these achievements? What can we do? Yes? To display information about them on the internet, to let all the people all over the world know about our achievement, okay? To attract them to come and visit our country, then we are going to have more income, more money, okay? What else? Maybe some people come to invest. The businessmen, okay, come and invest their money in Egypt, making projects, opening factories, whatsoever, okay? Okay, language, listen and complete the table. The superlative of adjectives. Superlative, super, okay? That means we are comparing one thing to all things, or more than two things, of course, okay? So we use the superlative adjectives to compare more than two things. Okay, here we have short adjective, as we said, with one syllable, like like high, fast, busy, okay? High, fast, and busy. So it would be the highest. The highest. What about fast? Yes, it would be the fastest. The fastest. So what do we add? EST. And what's before the adjective? The. Okay? Busy. Yes, exactly. The busiest. The busiest. Okay. Also, we have long adjectives. Long adjectives, we said before, it's more than one syllable. Popular, expensive. So it's more than one syllable, so we cannot add ER. No, we add the most or the least. Okay, the most popular, okay, or the least popular. It stays as it is. Okay, the more or the least. Expensive, the most expensive. Okay, and the least expensive too. What about irregular adjectives? Irregular? Yes. That means they don't follow the rules. Okay, so we have far, good, and bad. Could it be farther or farthest? No. The furthest. The furthest or the farthest. Both are correct. Either with you or A. The next one, sorry. It's good, so it be the goodest? No. Yes, the best. Yes. What about bad? The worst. The worst. Okay. Thank you guys, and next time, inshallah, we're going to meet with Unit 9. Half of it done online, and in the other half is done in class. Thank you very much.